In the shadows of India's democratic process, a sinister game is being played, where the stakes are high and the players are willing to do whatever it takes to win. The West Bengal election of 2026 is just the beginning. Vote buying is a common tactic used by politicians to sway the electorate. This can take many forms, from offering cash or gifts to promising jobs or other benefits. But what are the consequences of this practice? Not only does it undermine the democratic process, but it also creates a culture of corruption and dependency. For example, in some areas, voters have been known to sell their votes to the highest bidder, while in others, politicians have been caught handing out cash and gifts to voters. This phenomenon is often captured in stock footage of people lining up to collect money or gifts, with close-ups of hands exchanging cash. Propaganda is another key tool used by politicians to influence public opinion. This can range from cleverly crafted speeches and advertisements to outright lies and misinformation. By using propaganda, politicians can create a narrative that favors their campaign and discredits their opponents. For instance, stock footage of crowded rallies and enthusiastic supporters can be used to create the illusion of widespread support, while footage of opponents' rallies can be edited to make them appear empty or disorganized. This is often achieved through the use of wide shots of crowds and close-ups of cheering faces. Corruption is a pervasive problem in Indian politics, and the West Bengal election is no exception. From bribery and embezzlement to nepotism and cronyism, corruption can take many forms. But what are the consequences of this corruption? Not only does it undermine trust in the government, but it also creates an uneven playing field, where those with connections and wealth have an advantage over others. For example, stock footage of suitcases full of cash or documents being shredded can be used to illustrate the scale of corruption, while footage of protests and demonstrations can show the public's reaction to these scandals. Social media has become a crucial tool in modern politics, and the West Bengal election is no exception. By using platforms like Facebook and Twitter, politicians can reach a wide audience and spread their message quickly and easily. However, social media can also be used to spread misinformation and propaganda, as well as to harass and intimidate opponents. For instance, stock footage of people scrolling through their phones or laptops can be used to illustrate the impact of social media on the election, while footage of fake news headlines or doctored images can show the dangers of misinformation. Behind the scenes of the West Bengal election, there are real people whose lives are being affected by the outcome. From voters who are struggling to make ends meet to politicians who are risking everything to pursue their ambitions, the human cost of politics is often overlooked. By using stock footage of everyday people going about their daily lives, such as footage of street vendors or farmers working in the fields, we can put a face to the statistics and remind ourselves that politics is not just about numbers and polls, but about real people with real stories. The West Bengal election of 2026 is a complex and multifaceted phenomenon, driven by a mix of noble and selfish motivations. As we've seen, the stakes are high, and the players are willing to do whatever it takes to win. But by understanding the darker side of Indian politics, we can begin to build a more just and equitable society. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more videos on the psychology of politics and human behavior.